God blesses those people who make peace. They will become his children. Let's look to the payoff. They will become his children. Like immediately people will say, well, I don't want to be a child. But the language that's trying to be used here is you will be identified with him. Like maybe you would or you wouldn't like to be a child of the monarch of the UK, but would you like to be the child of somebody who is good and right and perfect, who is powerful and wealthy and has everything? I mean, that's a good way to grow up. Best schools, best opportunities, all the rest of it. And it's not just that, it's the identification. If you're somebody's child, you'll like them. So Jesus is saying, people, you'll be blessed if you make peace. And God will say, that's one of mine. That's my boy. That's my girl. That's one of mine. They're in my family. I've got them. By making peace. And making peace. Like peace feels like an inactive word, but actually making peace. There's this idea that we can wage peace. People talk about waging war. This has never really been tried, but say you want to transform a nation. So you take Iraq or Afghanistan. You know, we had some beef with them. Like whether or not you think it's right that we went in there and fought, whatever. You know, there are people there who hated the West. You know, at times and places, there are places in complete antagonistic situations with us. Waging peace would be to spend the same money that we spend on bombs and warheads and guns and all the rest of it, dropping good things. Now, can you imagine if we'd gone into Afghanistan and we'd bombed the place with everything that they needed? At a distance, arm's length, we're not going in hand to hand because we might, get killed, but aid packages with stuff written in their own language saying, a blessing from the people of Britain. It's quite hard for their extreme ideological fighters to kind of go, this is the great Satan, when the people they're calling Satan are dropping gifts. Now, you can argue with me, come back at me, that might not work. But what I'm trying to say is waging peace is not passive. Bringing peace is not passive. Making peace between two people often means putting yourself in the gap. And, this is honest to God, I've not got my collar on. This is me just being me. But when with my collar on, somehow that gives me an authority. I mean, you may say, no, it doesn't, mate. But how I feel in it is, if I see a fight on the street and I'm wearing my collar, I feel like I can walk in. I don't know why, but I feel like, one day I went to pick up my kids from school and there's scrap going on and this guy's pinning this woman down. And I was just like, I'm not having that. So I walked over there and just was like, hey, what's going on, guys? I waged peace. I brought peace to the situation, but it put me in danger. And I realised that everyone there, including the woman, was bigger than me. And, I can handle myself. But I was like, what have you done here, David? You're in the middle of 3-4 people now. And actually, the guy pinning the person down was actually doing the right thing and someone in distress. But anyway, it didn't look right. But we wage peace by walking into a situation, not to inflame, not to get our point of view, not to say we're right, but to put relationship before being right. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the people who get in the middle of any human conflict, be it your children, be it your friends, be it people in a difficult situation, be it, trying to speak into some bigger situation or somewhere further away from yourself. God says, if you get involved and bring peace, he claims you as his kid. That's my family. That's what we do. That's who he is. And so if we live in his way, he claims us as his own and says that that's one of mine and all that comes with that. So let's be peacemakers. That's my honest to God point to you today is, what does it look like to be a peacemaker? What does that say to you? What are you going to do about it? So you can subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you like, but get in touch and tell me what you think. What do you think? What are you going to do about it?